What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please make sure you go ahead, slap the shit out of that like button, and also subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss a future video. Today, I am multitasking, recording both on my personal podcast as well as making a YouTube video because this is a message that I need to get out for everyone to hear. I need for everyone to understand and get into this story. So get a little snack, pull up, because we are going to talk about the importance of my thirst traps and why my soul needs to absolutely post them. And it really is a juicy, long story, so I want you guys to fully understand every detail, and I'm gonna try to sum it up as fast as I can. But I guess I can just start off by saying I have not felt so beautiful in ever. And it's so crazy to say that because I'm like at my heaviest weight, I'm at my oldest, obviously, and I have never felt more beautiful, more accepted, more, just so in control of my life and my body. And it has, I guess, because I never felt this way, that is what creates the confidence that you guys see so much. I know I post a lot of shirtless selfies, shirtless stories, both on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And I guess I'll start off by saying you wouldn't believe it if I told you that even just 2, 3 years ago, I was not even shirtless at the beach. And I hope that that sentence alone makes you realize why it's important that I feel good in my skin and I post the pictures that I post now, because to for anyone to go through all of their 20s, not feel sexy, not feel cute, not take off their shirt at the beach and hide and feel, it's for anyone to feel that way. I would hope that you would want them to reach this a level of confidence where they can freely post their body on social media, and which can be, the hardest critic, but also on the flip side, the greatest acceptance. You know what I mean? It was through kind of social media of me posting more pictures of my body as I got older that I saw, like, wow, people are interested in how I look, and it's not just the norm anymore. Growing up, you get this idea of beauty is one thing and people make fun of another thing. For example, obviously being fat and being hairy, which are the two things that your girl is over here. So it was very difficult. No, I remember there was always like inside jokes and running jokes just in mainstream world about, people being super hairy or having back hair. Like, even like think back to like the 40-Year-Old Virgin. Remember that movie where like there's like the funny like wax scene. So realize like where I come from, like where we were coming out of like this era where being thick and juicy and being hairy, like those things were laughed at. But now it's like a whole subculture within the gay community. They call it the bears, as if you don't know. I feel like I have to do a little education as well, because I'm very grateful for the gay community and the bear community for also making me feel super beautiful. It was probably around like 27, 28, I went to my first like big gay festival, Southern Decadence in New Orleans. And literally I was like buttoned up to here. My chest was all furry, and because I got to a point where, before 27, 28, I was always like bathing in Nair. I was always like, always like getting the hair off as much as I could, and it just would grow back so fast because it's just a part of like who I am. Like, she's just a juicy bear. It just is what it is. But I would try to get out of it so much because I also, at the same time, I was loving doing drag at the time, and the type of drag that I liked was high quality, feminine, superior drag. And in order for that to be achieved, I had to be literally stripped down of all my hair and all of like the bare beauty. So I spent a lot of my 20s growing my drag persona and only feeling beautiful in drag because of the world constantly telling me like, wow, you're so beautiful in drag. And then when I was out of drag and I was like a hairy beast, it was like, oh, we don't like hairy beasts. Like, that wasn't accepted. But the world began changing, and the same love that was out there there for drag queens and high quality feminine beauty, that was the same love that was growing for the bear community and for people that were furry and had beards like me. So when I went to that party at 27, 28 and Cellar Decadence, a grown ass man was like, saw the little bit of hair peeking out and literally like pulled my shirt down and was like, why are you wearing that? Like, you have a beautiful chest. Like, you should show that. So I said, okay. He was like, gorgeous. So I was like, yes, okay, like, let's show it. So I showed it and basically never put his shirt back on. Like, I took it off that day and left that festival, came home shirtless, went to another little gay resort a couple months later, was there shirtless. And then it's just, my confidence grew. And because became so comfortable in my own skin, that's when the pictures started, the quote unquote thirst traps that people call them. But I just wanted to just like come talk about it because I just feel like they're more than just thirst traps. They're more than just promiscuous, like, sexualized beautiful photos. Like, this is me really truly living and loving my own skin and feeling free and beautiful as I am, and realize how beautiful and hard that is to come from a place where it would take me like 4 to 5 hours of makeup and constricting my stomach and different hair and outfits. I literally did not feel beautiful unless I was in drag, and that is like a horrible way to feel. And I'm so excited and happy for like the new generation of humans that get to like grow into themselves, because they now get to enter a world where you can be who you want to be, and it's just as beautiful as the next person who's next to you. And instead of there being like this super like structured stereotype of what beauty is, the world is starting to find beauty within individuality, uniqueness. So the more you are yourself, the more you are confident in what you have to offer and what's different, that's what's being perceived as beauty these days, which is why I feel like I'm just soaring up there right now, because I feel like I love that idea and I run with that idea. Like, what's beautiful to me is that person who is individual, unique, and special, and they own it. They don't care what makes them different. They don't care that they're not that structuralized beauty conformity thingy that was years ago. They love that they're in who they are and the skin that they're in, and that's what makes someone like really beautiful these days. So I just wanted to talk about it a little bit and just kind of just let you guys know that it's more than just a thirst trap. You know, I come from a place where I did not always love myself, and now I do, and I will continue to post these beautiful photos that I take, these selfies that I take, these shirtless pictures that I take, and realize that it's not just about like throwing out a fish line and reaming in men. However, though, I am single, so it doesn't hurt that the selfies and the thirst traps do pull in a healthy amount of men, and we love that. So we'll continue to love that, but it's not about that. It is about how I feel when I take it. It is about how I feel when I post it, and it's about just waking up and loving myself. And I hope that this message gets you guys, if anything, well, one, hopefully you understand me a little bit more and why I post what I post and where I came from and why it's important to love yourself, but also flip it to yourself. I don't want you guys to hide your bodies, hide what makes you different, hide what makes you, what you think is normal. You can say there's just so many things, and so many people are beating themselves up about certain parts of their body, and I don't want you guys to do that anymore. I want you to go out. If you have a third leg or a fourth arm, like, girl, like, go out to the beach, take off that little towel, wiggle that fourth arm around and jump into the water. Like, I'm telling you, like, do not let anyone take your sunshine or your beauty or your confidence away, because life's too short and beauty is fading and life is too, and we don't have time to sit here and worry about that fourth arm or who's looking at it. No, that's your fourth arm. You go out there and jiggle that fourth arm in the ocean. You show everyone how beautiful that is. You have a sixth eye on the back of your neck. You go out there, you jiggle that sixth eye and whip that sixth eye around. Like, I want you to own these things that you feel like don't make you beautiful. I almost said own these things that don't make you beautiful. You feel like don't make you beautiful. You have to grab a hold of these things that the world is telling you is not right, and just make it right, because it's a part of you. It's who you are. So don't let anything keep you from having that burst of confidence, because from that comes your goals. Realize that from that confidence and loving who you are and loving who is in the mirror on the inside and the outside, that's when you start to achieve your goals. That's when you start to get the job you want, the friends you want, the man you want, when you really, really start to love yourself first. So please let that message like sink in and realize that it's never just about the shallowness of a sexy picture. It's about snapping that confidence into a photo and sending it off into the world and telling the world, good morning, I'm ready. Are you? That's what it's about. So let me know in the comments how you feel about confidence. If you truly, and let me know in the comments also if you understand my story now, why I posted I post. If you already accepted why I posted and love what I posted, which a lot of you do, like mind you, no one really ever said like, oh, you look too scandalous. Why are you always posting this? I just get in my own head and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder if they care that I post like 20 shirtless pictures a week. And like, I thought I owe you guys an explanation as to why. And with the platform of YouTube and the podcast, I have an opportunity to come speak my mind about things that happen. So rather than just post shirtless selfies and hope that you guys understand why I post them, I said, let me just go on here and let them know exactly why I post what I post, when I post it, and why I'm going to continue to post it, even though no one asked. So here you are. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.